All right, now the Sweet 16 is finally here.
Yes.
And there's some, well, all the games are key, but we're just going to look at a few of them.
There's some interesting matchups.
There are. We're just going to look at a few of them. The first one I want you to look at in the Midwest, Oregon and Michigan.
Those are two teams that people, Michigan kind of crept up on everybody late in the season. Perfect example of a team, last 10 games of the season, really bumped their game up, really playing well, playing at a championship caliber pace. Oregon, because it's out on the West Coast, people don't look at, don't see.
West Coast bias.
Yes, yeah, West Coast bias a little bit. But they are really good. And they're really good even without one of their better players. That game is really going to be special. It plays into the NCAA narrative right now, offense. So that game will be something, a treat to watch.
Did you say offense?
Yeah.
We're going to go to the South. Speaking of offense, UCLA and Kentucky.
Fire away.
Rematch.
Oh, yeah. That's the best game of the season. And that was I think maybe the second or third week of the conference of the basketball season, UCLA and Kentucky. I was covering a game that night, and I missed the first 10 minutes watching the end of that game.
You missed, yes.
Of a game that I was covering. That was a great game, and I suspect that'll be a great game again. And 100 points. I think pretty sure both teams scored 100 or pretty close to 100 in that game.
It's a good game. So we're going to go to the West and a surprise team, Xavier. They're playing Arizona.
Xavier, that's nothing but blood and guts. Xavier's injured a little bit. They're playing, but they are, I think they're the last Ohio team in, right?
Yes, they are.
Playing as another West Coast team, Arizona, that I think is really good. And they picked up a player mid-year who had been injured / suspended, Trier, who's really given them a boost. So, that'll be a special game, too.
Okay, we just have a few seconds here. The East, you have two teams. People are surprised they made it this far, Baylor and South Carolina.
Yeah. One shouldn't be there and one should be on probation.
But big win over Duke.
Yeah.
So maybe South Carolina
maybe South Carolina, does catch a little bit of Cinderella's dust here and goes on another step. The game that's kind of a contrast in styles is your last game, West Virginia and Gonzaga. I think that's really going to be interesting to watch as well. I think that's more of a toss-up than people might want to believe.